Okay.
Okay, take 2.
So, people have seen what we've done. They've seen our journey of us doing it. But I think it's time to answer the big question. Why? Why are we doing this? What's our reasons for this channel? What's our reasons for producing the content that we produce? Why? Is it the likes? Is it the shares? Is it the followers? Hope people to follow us back? Is it the subscriptions, or is it something different? How do you feel? I mean, how do you feel about what we've done so far? Do you feel like it's leaning towards the direction that you feel comfortable, or not comfortable, but that you feel confident that it's going somewhere?
Yeah, I think it's starting to say what we wanted to say, because ultimately, yeah, we're not doing it for the likes and shares and everything. We have something we want to share with people. Yeah. Because all of us, yeah, we're on a different type of journey, and I don't know, I feel like one of the good things about being on journeys, even if they're difficult and have some really hard parts along the way, is you can share something of what you've learned. Not so that other people do it, not so that they you're telling them, oh, I know everything, you should listen to me.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
We're flawed, we'll mess up, we'll make mistakes. That's guaranteed.
Yeah.
That's not the reason why we're telling people this. We're not trying to say, hey, check us out. We're flying across the world, we're doing things in unpredictable times and blah blah blah. We're not doing that for him. The reason why we're doing this is simply because we wanted something a little different for us.
Yeah, exactly. And why we're sharing it is to let other people know that if they want something a little different for themselves too, whatever that might look like, they can do it. Okay. And the reason why we're sharing it is because we want to let other people know too that if they want something a little different in their lives, whatever that might look like, they can do it too. Yeah, really all it is.
And I think that's what this channel is becoming. We have done some pretty phenomenal and unforgettable things with the content that we created, but it's always been about, I think, well, not always, since we were still discovering what it was, but our intentions for it have always been giving yourself the opportunity, giving yourself the time, investing in yourself,
Taking
and
risks
taking
on yourself because you're worth it.
And a lot of people might not agree with what we're doing, and that's okay. I'm not fighting for. I'm not striving for perfection. I'm striving for progression.
And I think, and that's what a lot of what we've been learning just for the past year has been about, just learning to grow and learning to progress even when things are hard, and even when you make mistakes, and not letting the mistakes get you down, and not, I know for me personally, I've been learning to not rely on what's around me to keep me going.
Right, mistakes, they're imperative to, mistakes are the reason, are inevitable. They're going to happen.
They are.
It's inevitable for the growth.
Yeah.
Growth cannot occur without the mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. And I honestly never quite understood it when people used to talk about it. I was like, well, what could you learn from a mistake? You're messing up. Like, what good could come of that? But I'm starting to understand it, because you do learn a lot of valuable information. You learn about what you want. You learn what you don't want. You learn what you can do better next time.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think in taking this into the YouTube channel and just what we're doing, I think what my greatest mistake before this was believing that I had to follow everyone else's path.
Yeah, definitely.
I wanted to be able, and the risk that I took was simply, I wanted to know for certain whether or not, even if it was my mistakes, my successes, they were my choices, not the influential choices from what was around me.
Yeah, exactly. And like, that's what we're striving to do in our actual lives. So it makes sense to try and do that too in what we're sharing with other people.
Right. And I hope they see what we're doing not as advice, not a way to do something.
Yeah.
Not the only way to do something. It's simply another possibility that can assist them into their journey of discovery.
Right.
For them searching for their ambition, the reason why what makes them feel good.
Yeah.
So they won't go through life making the same mistakes as we did to get to this point.
Exactly.
I want people to come look at us and say, hey, thank you for sharing, because I know exactly what not to do. If someone can tell me that, then I've accomplished what I decided. I've accomplished what I wanted from the very get-go.
Yeah. Just to help.
I want to be able to reach out to people. I want people to be able to reach out to me. I truly want a community of progression, not perfection.
Yeah.
A community that shows struggle and trial and tribulations, and also shows the results of those trials and tribulations.
Yeah, exactly. And that you're not letting the difficult moments and the mistakes that you've made stop you. Like, yeah, they might slow you down, but they're not going to completely stop you.
Right.
Like, they can't do that. They don't have that kind of power, because you really do have the ability to make a choice to learn something from it and keep going.
Right.
And so I think this catalyst of what we're creating is just another way.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's showing who we are in the process of that. And for right now, I have yet to know who I am. I have yet to know what I'm doing.
Same here.
I'm okay with that. I'm actually a lot better than I was before, not knowing who I was and just following everyone else blindly.
Yeah.
I'm able to sleep better at night. I'm able to, and just because I don't know who I am doesn't mean I have to stuff me that.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing intrinsically wrong with not knowing. Like, there's that's another thing I'm figuring out that I also thought was BS when people would tell me that. I was like, well, you have to know who you are. Like, what's the point of not knowing? But I'm realizing there's so much freedom in admitting to yourself you don't know, because then you can figure it out. Right. You don't have to pretend anymore. You don't have to rely on what other people were telling you need to be.
And I truly think that's where your journey starts.
Yeah, it is.
When you're admitting what you don't know and admitting what you want to know. There's nothing wrong with that. And I hope whoever sees this, I hope whoever watches what we've done, it's okay to get lost in the search. From where we are. Other stuff. But the core meaning behind that, though, it's okay to say you're not okay. It's okay to say you don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guarantee you, almost all of them.
Yeah, exactly. And there's so much room for growth and progression in just admitting that you don't know.
Right.
There's so much opportunity to learn.
And that's what Rebel Rose. I think Rebel Rose is embodying the chance to rebel for a better life.
Yeah. And
A better life that you believe that you deserve.
Exactly. And to believe that you deserve it. And to trust yourself to make the right decisions for yourself without just listening to what other people tell you should do. Yeah. Acknowledging it.
I'm finding peace into
Yeah. And that it's more and more every day, it's becoming my own choices that are bringing me to this point.
Right.
Yeah. And it's gonna get lonely, but there's actually a lot of us out here trying to do not the exact same thing, but in our own ways, trying to find our way. There are. It's lonely, but we're out here.
I hope whoever's watching and listening, I hope they get a little bit of spirit boost.
Yeah. I hope you heard something you needed to hear, and if you didn't, I hope you find it somewhere else.
And I hope you guys, if you guys do have someone, or you know someone that needs to listen to this, please by all means share it. We're not focused on the profit. We're really just focused on reaching.
Yeah.
Just reaching people. Reaching each other.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
that's it.